The waiver wire run is over for week 7. Fantasy gamers have been pulling strings, trying to get their guy for this week, to patch up the holes on their roster, to get their upside guy. But I think there's still some meat on the bone for us to capitalize on. And there was a guy from last week that I mentioned that's still heavily on waivers, had a small increase. Probably just a few people watching the video from last week decided to get him. But I feel like you can still capture him now. And guess what? He's at a cheaper price now because that's one less week you have to hold him on your roster, making him a better deal now than he was last week. And I'm talking about Kyren Williams, rookie running back for the Rams, currently on IR, coming back from an injury that soon he'll be back anointed into the offense. And Cam Akers, we all know he's dead pretty much in fantasy. Didn't play last week. We don't know what's going on with him. We can only assume only bad things going forward. And last week against the Giants, the running back usage wasn't looking good. Wasn't looking sexy. Darrell Henderson, 12 carries, 43 yards. Malcolm Brown, old school 5-star recruit Malcolm Brown, 7 carries. Ronnie Rivers, 1 carry. The 4 wide receivers between them, they had 7 carries. So they are looking for a running back to step in. Roll back to week 1 and remember when Adam Shefter was saying that Kyren Williams is going to have a big role in the offense. Kyren Williams is going to get some opportunities. We don't know how big or how much or what it is, but that was coming out before he went on IR. And now looking at things, the opportunity is open for him to do whatever he can do. And to seize this opportunity. The thing about Kyren Williams' skill set is he was one of the best blocking running backs in this class, which doesn't say much per fantasy, but it does say much when it comes to getting on the field. That means the coaching staff can trust him. He blocks his face off. You're not going to have to worry about guys coming in on him, and that's going to allow him to get on the field. There are some good things in his prospect profile. He was productive back at Notre Dame. Last year, averaging 3.71 yards after contact per attempt. Has 2,140 yards and 27 touchdowns on his career. He can be used in the passing game as well. He caught 78 balls for 673 yards on his career and averaged 8.7 yards after the catch per reception. The thing is the combine wasn't good. He ran a 4.65 40-yard dash at 194 pounds, 9th percentile size-adjusted speed score, caused him to be a 5th-round selection. Everything else, though, when you look at him on tape, when you look at the production, there are some goods there. We're not expecting him to take over and become like a Jonathan Taylor, to become a Christian McCaffrey. We're looking for him to insert himself into this mess of a running back depth chart, get some touches, and maybe in the right game scripts, pop off enough to help our fantasy teams. That's all we're really looking for. And maybe we get more. We could get more. Enough opportunity could give us a little bit more. But realistically, we got a rough depth chart here. Not much good going with it. We have a running back coming back from IR with Adam Shefter coming out saying that he's going to have a big role in the offense. Plenty of promise with that. And if things stick true to what was trending and with all these holes and gaps in the running back depth chart, this is going to give him plenty of opportunity to do something. And we're looking at him more of a stash for the back end of a roster that we can plug in if we need to. And we're just watching what he does. And if you're going to stash him, you're going to need to watch him for a week or two to see what happens. And if you don't want to pick him up this week, because he's only rostered in 11% of leagues, you'll probably get the opportunity to get him next week. But the odds are starting to stack against you. It's better to be a little early than late, especially when the iron starts to get a little hotter. More people are going to start talking about Kyren Williams as a possibility. You're going to hear more chatter. You heard some last week once Cam Akers had his news come out. So you're going to start hearing more about Kyren Williams. You're going to hear more chatter about him. And you may want to think about stashing him for the future. You may want to think about throwing him on IR if you can, or whatever your league rules are. But he's a guy that if you need a running back and you need to take some dart throws, Kyren Williams might be your dude. And I'm not saying he's going to explode because I'm not really projecting that. I'm saying that there's a chance that this guy gets some touches and do something for us for fantasy. Even if it's RB2 numbers, high-end RB3 numbers, That's better than what a lot of us have on our rosters, because this running back market as a whole has been awful this year. A lot of ups and downs with a lot of these players, and just getting a decent guy off the waiver wire who can help you out in some spots, who can churn you out some production in the right game script if he gets the opportunity, can help us immensely. But let me know what you think about Kyren Williams. Are you thinking about getting him? Do you have him stashed? What do you think about it? Drop that in the comments. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out. Really helps the channel and the algorithm. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping content left and right, 2 or 3 videos a day almost, trying to help you with waiver wires, trades, and everything else. So hit that subscribe button right now. It's only going to help you going forward. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.